One is a cold-blooded executioner, shaped by the silence of the Arctic. It hunts without mercy, strikes without warning, and vanishes like a ghost in the snow. The other is a riverbound wrecking ball, an unpredictable brute with jaws like steel traps and a body built for destruction. It doesn't chase. It annihilates anything in its path. They've never crossed paths in the wild. But what if they did? Polar bear versus hippopotamus. Two apex beasts, one brutal showdown. Who would survive? First, what are we really dealing with here? Let's talk about size and physical presence. The polar bear is a marvel of lethal design. Beneath its thick fur lies a body that has adapted over thousands of years to thrive in one of the harshest environments on Earth. It's not just insulated by fat, it's reinforced by layers of muscle that power its long limbs and massive paws across snow and ice. Its shoulders are broad, its neck is thick, and its overall structure is engineered to pin, hold, and crush prey with force. This is not the type of animal that backs down. From nose to tail, a fully grown male polar bear can stretch over 10 feet in length. Standing on its hind legs, it towers like a wall of muscle and fur, taller than any NBA player. Adult males usually weigh between 661 and 1,300 pounds. This isn't just a predator, it's a wrecking machine wrapped in white. The hippopotamus is a walking slab of solid mass. From a distance, it might seem slow or lazy, but up close, it's a nightmare. Its body is wide, with thick, stubby legs that carry incredible weight with surprising agility. Its hide is not just thick. Beneath that hide is muscle, lots of it. This animal is a powerhouse that can crush bones just by falling on you. In regions like East Africa and South Africa's Kruger National Park, adult male hippos average around 3,300 pounds. That's about 3 times the mass of most polar bears. Let's talk stamina. Not the kind that carries you across long distances, but the kind that keeps you in the fight when things get savage. The polar bear is an endurance specialist in water. It's capable of swimming for hours through freezing Arctic seas, covering distances as long as 30 miles without rest. Some have even crossed 200 miles of open ocean in search of food. But that stamina is tied to survival movement, not sustained combat. In a fight, the polar bear is built for ambush. Quick, devastating strikes. Hit hard, kill fast, and conserve energy. That's how it survives. It doesn't engage in drawn-out battles. It doesn't need to. Its kill strategy is built around efficiency. When forced into an extended brawl, its massive frame and land-based energy system begin to falter. The longer the fight drags, the less the polar bear has in the tank. The hippopotamus is a different story entirely. This animal doesn't just fight, it endures war. Male hippos have been observed battling for over 2 hours, biting, slamming, bleeding, and refusing to back down. They don't just rely on brute force. They can sustain it, round after round, wound after wound. Now let's get into what really matters when two monsters collide. What weapons are they bringing to the battle? The polar bear doesn't just walk through the Arctic, it owns it. Its claws are a masterclass in natural design. Thick, sharply curved, and brutally strong, these claws aren't just for show, they're the bear's all-weather gear. On the frozen ice, they act like ice picks, digging in with precision to stop the bear from sliding across the slick terrain. When stalking seals across a frozen lake or scaling jagged ice ridges, they give it traction, balance, and the grip it needs to move like a ghost across snowdrifts. But survival isn't just about movement, it's about the kill. And when the moment strikes, those claws go from climbing tools to weapons of war. Though not designed specifically for combat, make no mistake, if a polar bear swipes, something breaks. These claws latch on, pin down, and hold prey in place with terrifying force, giving the bear time to unleash its true weapon, the jaws. With a crushing force of 1,200 pounds per square inch, its jaws are capable of tearing through thick hides. But what makes the polar bear's teeth so effective isn't just power, it's purpose. They're shaped to shred fat and blubber, the nutrient-rich lifeblood of Arctic prey like seals. These teeth don't slice clean, they rip, grind, and strip flesh down to the core. And when this predator rises to its full height, more than 10 feet of muscle and momentum, it becomes something else entirely. It fights like a force of nature, slamming down with paws the size of dinner plates. It doesn't just land hits, it buries them. But then there's the hippo. The hippopotamus doesn't strike, it demolishes. Its mouth opens wider than any other land animal, almost 150 degrees. Inside that mouth are tusk-like canines that can grow up to 20 inches long, each one a natural spear, sharpened by constant grinding. When the hippo bites down, it delivers an earth-shattering 1,800 pounds per square inch of pressure. The polar bear has tools. The hippo is a weapon. What about aggression? Polar bears are deadly because they have to be. In the Arctic, there's no food unless you take it. They're always hunting, always hungry, and never hesitant. But hippos? They're aggressive by default. They don't need a reason. They don't care if you're predator, prey, or passing through. Hippos fight lions. They fight crocodiles. They fight each other. And they do it without fear, hesitation, or second thought. The bear kills to survive. The hippo fights because that's what it does. Final verdict. Polar bear might come in strong, charging with power, claws ready, aiming to finish fast. But the hippo wouldn't move. Its weight and thick hide make it nearly impossible to topple or seriously injure. The bear might draw blood, but not enough to slow this beast down. And once the bear gets close, it's over. The hippo needs just one opening. With jaws powered by crushing force and tusk-like canines, it bites to break, not to wound. Bone, muscle, spine, gone in one snap. The bear fights with intelligence. The hippo fights to destroy. It takes punishment, stays aggressive, and ends the fight on its terms. Winner, the hippopotamus, no doubt.